Hello everybody and welcome back to another video here on Gran Turismo Sport. Today we're just doing a short little lap guide for the daily race B around Maggie GP. I'm in the Viper. It does look like it's going to be a front wheel drive car race. I'm about 0.8 of a second behind the guy in first. Though there is a guy in second, Optimus, and an M4 who's only 0.2 behind. So if you know how to drive that car well, that could be a great option for you. But I was having trouble. Didn't have enough time this morning to really dive in deep to learn how to drive a front wheel drive car around this track well, or the M4. But I do know how to drive the Viper, so I just grabbed it and I did the best I could for now. Right next to Lester, so I feel like I must be doing something well if I'm close to that guy. So I figured I'd share with you what I got. So, to the lap guide. Into corner 1, you're going to hit the brake right at the end of that shadow right there, and then you're going to turn in downshifting to third, and you could downshift to second if you want, because you might be in second right there. You hit the brakes, and right between those two white lines, I'm right over top of the braking point, or right at the braking point. And you turn right in here. You can run all over that yellow, and I'm going to do that for a late apex right there. I can jump on the gas for the exit. I'm going to hop over to the right-hand side. Bam, my whole car is off the right-hand side of the track, giving me as much of a wide angle into this next corner as possible so I can continue to carry in as much speed as possible. I turn in right after where that white line crosses the other white line. You can see it makes a little X in your road. That is your cue to turn in. You can let off the gas a little bit. There I am doing that there. See? Car dips into the corner. At some point in time, you want to get back into the gas. And then there's an orange barrier on the right-hand side. That's your cue that it's about time to brake. And I kind of do this a lot off of feel, so I don't have a specific braking point for you, and that's probably why I give or take 1/10 in this corner just about every single lap. But I did a little bit of a liftoff oversteer into the corner there. You don't have to do that. I think that's just me messing up going in, but it does give you a nice little shot for the exit. I'm down into second gear. Third gear probably just as good out of here too. But I hit second gear and I launch out of there about as best as I can. That's a real easy corner to exit too slow on, so make sure you're pushing your exit there. So coming up into this next hand corner, we got a rubble strip right on the left-hand side, and it ends right there, and that's where I'm going to hit the brake. I'm going to keep the car to the left-hand side as long as possible. Then we'll start feathering off of the brake right there. You can see me trail braking a little bit as I'm trying to get the car to dip in for an slightly late apex here. And as soon as you meet that apex, you're going to be jumping on the gas. If you hop all the way over to the left-hand side and off the track, then you hit the apex at the wrong angle. So go back and try again. Or here, you're going to hop right to the right-hand side of the track, and on the right-hand side of the track, you're going to see that where that grass ends. You see that grass ends right there? That is where you're going to hop off the gas. You're going to feather the brake, and you're going to try to meet this apex right inside here. And as soon as you are on the inside here, you're going to jump back on the gas. I stay in fourth gear for this. That doesn't push the car too much, and it just lines. You can keep that in mind right there. You do want to come on, I want to show. How do you look behind me? I don't know how to look behind me, but you did see that the whole car was off the right hand side of the track, left-hand tires on the rumble strip. So that's how we do. It's going to be the same rule for this one too. Left-hand side of the car all the way off the track, right-hand side tires on the rumble strip. Gassing it, shifting. This is a late shifting car. I think it is. But be as smooth as possible through here. It's a high-speed section. You don't want to scrub off any unnecessary speed. You don't want to turn the wheel too far if you don't need to. Shift when you're supposed to. Down here, you're going to get the car to the left-hand side of the track, and whoa, my buttons are gone. Anyway, you see the black box and then the 50-yard line? Now, if you're in like an M4 or one of those little lighter cars that hit the brakes really well, you can hit the brakes at that 50-yard point, or maybe right even just after it. But I'm having trouble meeting that spot, so I have to hit the brakes just before, somewhere between that black box and that 50-yard box. There I am. You can see I'm on the brake, and I'm going to go into here, downshift. I'm downshift all the way to second, and I jump on that gas and shoot out of this corner the best I can, trying not to scrub off too much speed, but you definitely want to push your exit there. I don't like to go all the way to the right-hand side of the track here, but I do go over there a little bit. Shifting when I'm supposed to, meeting those apexes as well. Try not to run off the rumble strip on the inside of the corner there, because you will scrub off a little bit of speed. Oops. There is a bit of scaffolding off the right-hand side of the screen. Let's go back to it. Once again, be as smooth as possible through here. This is a high-speed section. You don't want to rumble any more than you need to. See that scaffolding off the right-hand side of the track? That's what I use as a brake marker. Once the whole car is past that and it has disappeared, you can see my brake lights turn on. I brake for a moment in a straight hand line. downshifting to fourth, and then as I turn, I downshift into third. The back six out a little bit to hit the gas, meet the apex, jump out of here. Bam, you see the end of this corner right there? You see how there's a double rumble strip and then a single rumble strip. You turn in right around that single rumble strip, and where that single rumble strip ends, you let off the gas, the car tilts in. Right there, you might have to tap the brake a little bit like I did. You don't always have to do that, but you do want to try to run this apex as late as possible, and try not to go to the inside, because some cars, it really unsettles to run on the inside of that corner. Here I'm pushing it about as much as I can. I'm probably on the gas, not that you can tell. I don't know where all my buttons went, but it is whatever. Here we go, got a nice exit there. Now if you run wide there, just a fraction of a pixel, you will get a penalty. So that's that. Anyway, we're out of there. The parabola through there and the arch is very important. You got to do your best to keep your speed. That last section right behind me. Anyway, on to this next turn, this rumble strip right here. You're going to hit the brake right at the end of the rumble strip. You want to leave about a car length of space between you and the end of the rumble strip. When you decide to hit the gas, bam, you can see me hit the gas right there. I'm going to turn in at the end of the rumble strip. So you only hit the brake for about that little bit, that 10 feet of space right there, 12 feet of space. You hit the brake in a straight line, and you turn in with the rumble strip, and you point and cut this corner as much as possible. And you want to get on the gas just about as soon as you can, and push your exit here too, or you will not gain the speed that you could. So make sure you're pushing your exit on that one. So fellas and gents and ladies and everybody else, that is that for the lap guide here. I'm gonna, oh boy, what happens if how do I, here, we're just going to back out of this, and we're going to load back into it. That way I can just let it run at full speed for you. What it is, folks, welcome back. I know I left you for just a second. I know you got scared and started quoting Jurassic Park. He left us. But don't worry, guys, I'm right here. I am just going to leave it just like this and let it run a lap so you can see when the brake lights turn in. You can look at all the other buttons, widgets, and gadgets all you want, and I'll just stay quiet for this lap so you can look at what's going on if you so wish to do that. Looks like I easily get on the brake there, but make no mistake, I am jumping on it. Well, folks, that is that. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe I'll catch you next week. Maybe I won't, but I will be doing a stream tonight and tomorrow night, as I also do a practice lobby tonight and tomorrow night for Nations. So if you make it there, I'll catch you there. Either way, I'll catch you on the flip side.
Hone your skills. Look, boy, you in the danger room.